Hey everyone, I'm back. So, I know I look different right now, and the reason that I look different is I'm trying to set the awareness for transgenders and gender binaries. Those who are not able to choose a gender or sexuality because they are stuck at a point where they cannot decide anything. They can either be a boy or a girl, depending on what they want. They can be anything. But yet, we're here standing in their way, forcing them to be their biological sex. Do you understand how hard having to be your own gender means? It is frustrating because people believe that there are freaking gender roles still here. And let me tell you one thing, gender roles do not exist. They used to, but not anymore. It's almost like we have made the decision to go out there and basically be like, oh, well, since you're a girl, you can only be a hairstylist, a horse coach, a teacher, a drama club teacher, trying to think of others, college professor, actress, singer. But then there are other stereotypes where a man can be like a construction worker, a police officer, a firefighter, a doctor, a farmer, a musician, basically anything. And you don't understand is that gender has nothing to do with it. But the fact that every single day that transgenders are focused, that was like the main topic of history for a long time. Like, transgenders were targeted because they were different, because they were the new gender, because they were the ones who wanted to be different, to be out there in the ordinary. Even little kids nowadays are deciding what gender they want to be. They decide it could be assigned at birth, that was their biological gender. Growing up, they may decide to be, oh, by the way, mom and dad, I want to be a boy or I want to be a girl. It also depends on how they feel about their name as well. So, like, for me, I have a boy's type name, which can be translated into an Ashley, an Ashlyn, different translations. But you never could just get a regular name out of it. You couldn't get anything feminine. So that's why I decided to go by Ash, because that was the only other way I could be as a unisex name. So that means technically if I want to be, I could be gender binary or non-binary, because I didn't know what gender I have to be. But the fact is that I'm still a girl does not mean I don't have to dress the way I dress. Doesn't mean I have to act the way I am on this camera. Does not mean I need to style my hair look like a guy or do makeup like drag queens. But I will say one thing, drag queens are life. They are here with us forever and ever. They are the ones who said, you can go out there and do whatever you wanted to. You can be fabulous, you can do anything as long as you're okay with it. And you help people. You can enter competitions and be fine with it. You can do whatever you put your mind to, and that's it. No one has the right to stop you from doing something that you don't want to do. Only you can make that difference. Only you can believe that transgenders are here as part of that community. The LGBT community is more than what you think it is. You might think it's just the lesbian, the gays, and the bisexuals, and most likely transgenders. But what you don't understand is that there are other types. But going along with the transgenders, they're out there in that world. There could be more than the two sexes right now. More than just the female body and the male body. Because I can tell you right now that there are people who probably have both chromosomes. And they end up with different abilities, different body parts that none of us else have. If you think about it, are you one of those who are waiting to come out? Are you one of the ones in hiding thinking that, hey, I'm a girl and I want to be a guy? And you realize how much surgery is? I'm serious. Surgery is freaking expensive for those of you who want to go out there and be another gender. But that's up to you. You can make that mind. I'm supporting you because you guys made a difference. You guys are doing something extraordinary. By being yourself, by coming up with options to do things, And I will say this, just recently, one of my friends from my high school class, or from my drama club class, they decided to come out as transgender because they want to embrace their feminine side. They want to stick with their masculine side if they could help it. It doesn't matter whether you're masculine or feminine or feel both. That's up to you. What do we have to say about that? Really nothing. That's up to what we have to do, what we have to put stuff into. It doesn't matter up to you. It doesn't matter up to the people around you. It's your choice. You make it what you make. That's up to you, no matter what. I always thought that genders were maybe the two, but then I realized there has to be more out there. Because people are starting to transition to new genders that we have not seen before, that we have not experienced. And now we get a chance to. Because we are here to make that difference, to spread positivity to everyone out there who's suffering. To the ones who are unloved right now, even though the coronavirus right now is kind of deadly, people still want to do stuff, and they want to embrace who they are. If that involves letting them wear makeup, let them wear makeup. If it involves them wearing feminine clothes, let them wear feminine or masculine clothes. That's up to them. You can't stop them. You can't put an end to the LGBT community. You can't act violent towards them and expect them to not fight you back. I mean, how many in history have even tried to stop this from happening? How many remember the Stonewall riot? Or the Chicago Leaf Front about the medical being done, where transgenders in the LGBT community were not able to do anything with medical. They weren't allowed to get medical stuff. And even in the military, transgenders weren't allowed to get certain benefits anymore. They weren't allowed to get dentists. They had to go in as their biological gender for that kind of stuff. Do you imagine how much pressure is put on them daily? And now they got lifted not so long ago about that? I mean, they could have left and gone back, but that took a long time for them to accept that. I'm not saying that you can't do what you want to do, but right now, you can see that people are different. They may be transgender, but they're still the same person, same friend, same child, same sibling, same aunt, same uncle, same grandparents. They're still the same human being that you know. The only thing that's changed is possibly their voice, their clothes, their body type, their hair, and possibly their appearance. But that's about it. Nothing else to change about them. And usually things change over the years. Like, it takes time to slowly adjust to things, and you will. Maybe not in June when it's Pride Month, maybe not when it's National Coming Out Day, and maybe not when people come up to you and be like, Mom, Dad, I'm now transgender, this is how I am now. That could literally scare you. Just remember that you have people out there who love and care for you. And they are the ones who understand what you are going through daily. Especially the ones who have done these surgeries to have the new body. I have seen, or at least heard of people getting testosterone shots, which are supposed to change your voice. That takes weeks or months to do it. That is not easy to do. It is not. But it makes you feel more of what you want to feel like in your new gender, then do it. If you want to go out there and conquer something, you do it. No one has to tell you otherwise. No one. The LGBT community is more than just humans being judged by their sexuality. They're being judged by their gender, by who they love, by who they freaking marry. It does not matter to you. Your protesters, it does not matter. You have nothing to say against us. It only makes matters worse. So, unless you understand what the heck we're going through, then you should remember about the drag queens and the transgenders who stood up for everyone in the history of histories. Like Laverne Cox, who is a LGBT activist, and she wanted to make a difference about how she viewed herself, how she viewed gender and her sexuality, and how she changed from being a male to a female, and being involved in the shows like Orange is the New Black and all those other shows because she's so cool. And then you got the girl Sylvia, who protested to a lot of people the same skin color because she wanted to be like, you're out here, but there are people in hospitals, people in prisons that we have not visited and stuff. Then maybe you need to start listening to the history. Listen to the people who made a difference. Listen to the ones out there who are starting to come out. Don't think you're going to be living in the old ways for long. Because right now, you could be hiding in a corner and not understanding why someone is being who they are. I doubt anyone would. You came out to somebody and said you're trans, people would judge you automatically. And that's not fair. They'd feel unloved. They would have nowhere to go. They wouldn't be able to show themselves to the schools and everything, to their friends who have been judged. That's what we've done to the world. We haven't made anything better. We've made some things worse, but we still need to get acceptance to these people. Especially to the ones who decided to do this. Who decided to get that surgery, to the top or bottom surgery, to make themselves look more unique and personalized to their own gender. It's not about what we want, it's about what the person who chose what gender they want to be. But right now, we can make that difference. Transgenders, you can go to any karaoke, you can write a speech and talk about it to the community. You can go to church and talk about it. Someone out there is listening. Someone out there is wanting you to understand what the heck is going on. They want you to be you. They want you to be accepted. Only you can make that difference. Because many people are transitioning into that. The more and more people are coming out, and you can be the ones that stand there and guide them for the help. Help them when they need to be. And maybe one day, they'll turn to you and say, thank you. I now understand what you've gone through to be the way you are now and the gender and sexuality that you've chosen. I'm sorry for what I have judged you. I'm sorry for not listening, and I'm sorry for not being there for you. It will change eventually, and it will get better. Trust me, it will get better. Until next time on Embrace the LGBT Love, the next video coming up is another music video. Well, more or less karaoke video. And I believe it's either Elton John or a set-off song, some sort of song by some artist. So I'll look it up and I'll post it. Bye.